Glory to Hong Kong, the new anthem embraced by protesters. A defiant protest anthem penned by an anonymous composer has become the unofficial new soundtrack to Hong Kong's pro-democracy protests, belted out by crowds at flash mobs and malls, on the streets and in the football stands. Glory. In less than a fortnight, the original version has racked up more than 1.3 million views, while multiple copycats videos have been made, including one featuring an entire orchestra decked out in the helmets, goggles, and gas masks worn by those on the barricades. Each night this week, protesters have gathered at different malls across the city for impromptu flash mob concerts. At a mall in the town of Sha Tin on Wednesday night, hundreds of activists gathered to sing, many of them reading from scraps of paper with the lyrics on them. 4. Alongside the Christian hymn Sing. Little is known about the composer, who gave himself the online pseudonym Thomas. But the song's lyrics and melody have quickly spread within the movement. During a football match on Tuesday night between Hong Kong and Iran, crowds of local fans booed the Chinese national anthem, and then sung the new protest song as the match began. Insulting China's flag and anthem is banned on the mainland, and Hong Kong's local government are currently trying to pass a similar law. Critics say that move is another blow to the free speech guarantees Hong Kong is supposed to maintain under the handover deal China agreed with Britain. An anthem that belongs. Christopher Chung, 22, said he planned to sing the new protest song over China's communist anthem march. We. Hong Kong's summer of rage was sparked by a widely reviled plan to allow extraditions to the mainland. But after local leaders in Beijing took a hard line, it snowballed into a wider movement pushing for democracy and police accountability. Huge crowds have marched repeatedly throughout the last 15 weeks of protests, and many confrontations with police have turned violent. Music has long been central to Hong Kong's pro-democracy protest movement. A host of protest songs have been sung for years at the June 4th vigils commemorating the Tiananmen crackdown. During 2014's pro-democracy umbrella movement protests, the three most popular protest songs were "Do." Anthony Daparan, a Hong Kong-based lawyer who has written a book on the city's protest movements, said songs sung in 2014 were characterized by optimism that things might change. But in the 5 years since, with no concessions from Beijing and protesters embracing more confrontational tactics, the music has darkened to match the mood on the streets. They.
Raindrops, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.